Like I was saying, there's, God fucking damn! Hi, I'm Michael, and I get asked a lot of questions here on YouTube, like, I can't tell if you're 12 or 34 years old. Not really a question, but you know. I also get asked all the time, what programming language should I start out with? First off, you're coming to me for help, so starting bad right out of the gate. And I always say the same exact thing. It does not fucking matter. Just pick one and start learning programming. And then they always say, oh, but Michael, I heard that this one's better than this one, and this one's better than this thing. And then I always say, all modern programming languages are wildly powerful and they can do all kinds of shit. So just pick one and start learning it. And then they always say, whee! They still don't believe me, is what I was trying to say, but it honestly does not matter which one you choose. And to prove that it doesn't matter, I want to do something really cool and complicated with a doo-doo programming language. So let's go right to the bottom of the barrel and use Scratch. Scratch is a child's programming language, and I'm not just saying that to be mean. It is literally a programming language built to teach kids the very basics of computer programming. And because of that, it's not designed to do anything complicated. You can pretty much only do really dumb animations and make super simple, crappy games. Look at this, it's a website that runs in your browser, and you're not even allowed to write code for it. You have to drag and drop these pre-written code blocks over here to make absolutely anything happen. So it's a language that is essentially a toy, and it would be an absolute ridiculous pain in the ass to try to do anything even remotely complicated with. So let's use it to fly a drone. This is a Parrot AR2 drone. It's verbose, it's reliable, and it's one of the cheapest drones I could find on Amazon. And since I'm gonna crash it at least multiple times, trying to figure out the Scratch controls, that's kind of all I care about. Now we can focus on setting up communication between Scratch and the drone. Thankfully, Scratch lets you build your own code blocks with JavaScript, which means you can establish a WebSocket relationship between those code blocks and a server running on your computer. That was a lot of very complicated words that I only understood about half of. So all that it's doing is taking Scratch commands and it's sending them to a server running on my computer, which is just piping those Scratch commands to the drone. Yeah, but Michael, actually that means I have to know JavaScript, right? So it's not actually Scratch. Fuck you, I'm trying to control a drone with a child's programming language here, okay? All the flight logic, all the user input data, and all of the application state is gonna be managed by Scratch. JavaScript is just communication. What I'm gonna do first is actually take the reverse approach, and I'm gonna take data from the drone and put it into Scratch. Now this is an absolutely crucial step because I think it'd be really funny to have like flight data readouts, so like how high the drone is inside of a children's toy, because that would be funny. So let me show you how that looks. This is the full screen Scratch application for what I have so far. So if I go over and start it, you can actually see the gauges down here updating in real time. So if I go up and down, it'll change this little pitch gauge here, indicating that's going up and down. If I move left and right, it'll change this roll gauge here, depending on how far it moves. And you know, you can do a combination of the two, and it all updates in real time. Okay, that was super boring, but just hang in there, guys. I promise, I swear to you, it stays about the same level of excitement throughout the entire video. Okay, I gave Scratch the ability to fully control the drone. So this little Scratch cat icon represents like a top-down view of the drone. And so I can go over here and I can start it up, and it should start to take off. And now I have full access to all range of motion of the drone. I can go forward and back, and I can go left and right, and I can go like up and down, and I can go other left and right. It's actually like surprisingly easy to control, especially considering how garbage Scratch is. It's definitely more intuitive than like the shitty phone app that it's written for. Only problem is I've never flown drones before, so I don't really. But Michael, I hear you ask, how are you ever able to make something so mediocre and boring? And like, I mean, I don't even know myself. It's crazy. I think you just gotta get born like this. But for the first time in history, we can use Scratch to make something more interesting. All you gotta do is take those controls, jam them into a shitty Scratch game, and you get YouTube Buddy Defender 2018 Abridged. The manga. The goal of the game is to make it until the end, but every move you make in the game actually gets sent to the drone in real life. So it's more like make it to the end of the game without obliterating your drone. And if you get hit by a laser, you lose control of the drone temporarily. Okay. As you can see, there's also, where are they? Just avoiding the lasers. You have to keep in mind the drone and the game. Oh my fucking god. Oh, as you can see, there's these little like I was saying, there's god fucking damn. Why did I make it so goddamn hard? Oh, like I was saying, there's these red rectangles that you can use to get rid of all the shit. There's subscribe buttons. Oh, would you look at that? That's convenient. Look, if you just so happen to smash one of those subscribe buttons, it gets rid of all the lasers. Now let's get someone who's far worse at video games to play. Hey Will, what you doing? Sucking dick at Fortnite like usual?
Get your computer, Michael, we need help. Oh, he just said something mean about you.
You wanna play a video game? You wanna play a real video game, Will? You wanna play a real video game? This moves like left and right. Do you know anything about how this game works?
Nope, you said flick a switch. Oh,
yep.
That starts it. What's the green button do?
That starts the game.
Oh, wait.
Oh, thanks, Will! Thank you. Thank you so much. You want to give that another try?
I like it. Oh,
go ahead and give it another shot, okay? Just give it a nice, good college try, all right? Oh yeah, don't the penis. So you lose control if the penis.
The cat's so much bigger.
Oh, that's the altitude. It's like it goes up in the air. Will, you want to be better at this fucking game?
This is the hardest game I've ever played.
All right, well, give it one more shot. Give me one more good shot, your best shot.
Does it end? Like, can you win?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Wait, what does subscribe do?
Oh, subscribe kills all the lasers, so don't forget to smash that subscribe button.
Did you draw this interface?
I drew all of it. I drew all of it.
Oh, I'm rotating. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't have done that.
Stop! Okay, that's enough of that for now, especially since I think Will broke my drone, but thankfully, this video is sponsored by Honey. Now, what is Honey? You already know what Honey is, because everyone's already sponsored by them. But in case you missed it, Honey is just a super simple free browser extension that sits on your computer and tries to save you money every time you shop online. And it actually only takes 2 clicks to get it. So you go to joinhoney.com/Reeves, you click on add to Chrome or whatever browser you're using, click up here, add it to your browser, you're done. Personally, I use it for Amazon and a bunch of cheap Chinese electronic sites, which it works on because it works on like 30,000 sites. Because those are the only sites I really shopped at anyway, so now it's just super nice to randomly get like 10% off here and there. Speaking of saving money, someone broke my drone, so we're gonna get a new one. But Michael, why do you need another drone? Does it have anything to do with this tweet you made about building a drone to kill babies? I don't know. You're just gonna have to wait and see. May as well get this one. Never had a racing drone before. I'll add it to my cart. Now that I go to check out, Honey's gonna pop up and ask if I want to apply coupons. Now it's searching the internet for the best coupons possible on this purchase. And look at that, I saved $14 by doing no work whatsoever. Honestly, when a lot of people talk about Honey, they talk about how it's gonna save you massive amounts of money, which it can. But to me, the really cool part about Honey is how little work you have to put in. Like you go to work, you do a lot of work, you get a lot of reward. You sit at home, sit on the couch, do nothing, get no reward. You install Honey, you do no work, but you get some reward. It's just like a really cool thing that you have to put in 0 work and get something out of it. So if you're interested in just randomly saving money sometimes, Honey is completely free. You can go to the link down in the description or go to joinhoney.com/Reeves. So big thanks to Honey for sponsoring this video. It really helps when it comes to making content. So I'll see you guys when I next upload in 5 years.